we need to inject a few images. So I am going over to Google. And once I get to Google, I'm going to go to Google Images, clicking up here on Google Images. And I'm going to type in the word exercise. And just for fun, I'm going to type in MS and see what I get. Go with it. Oh, here we go. That's a really cool concept. There we go. All right, now the thing with images that you have to remember is to make sure that the image you've chosen to use is not copyrighted. Okay? And the best way to figure that out is to click on the image and go to its source. So I'm going to its source, and in order to do that, I close the image, and it's taking me to the source. And this is the MS Society, I guess, in New Zealand. All right? And this image does not give credit to where it comes from. It's not on a website that is selling this image. This MS Society of New Zealand is not trying to sell this image, so it's not likely copyrighted. Okay? If it was copyrighted, it would probably be coming from a website where they want you to buy the image, or the image somehow, like when you hover over it or when you click on it, it will give you credit as to where it comes from. So because we're not seeing it give credit anywhere, then we can safely assume that this image is not copyrighted. So I'm going to copy that image, save image as. I'm going to save it to a temporary place on my hard drive when the window finally pops up. And I'm going to my desktop, and I have a folder on my desktop where I save random files that can be deleted at any point in the future. Okay, here's my random temp download folder. That's right on my desktop. Okay, and this image is woman doing cartwheels. Text says MS. What did it say? MS Y exercise. It says MS Y exercise. Okay? Now the reason why I haven't just given the file a name like exercise with MS or anything else for that matter, I have given it actually, instead of just a name, I've given the file a description. I've given it, the file name a description. And the purpose of that is so that when I go to use it on the website, it will retain what it calls image tags. All right, so I'm going to go back to the website now. All right, and I really like this image for the primary image. So I'm going to put this at the top of my post. All right, I drop my cursor at the top of the post. I go to Upload or Insert Images, which pop-up says Add Media. All right, I'm going to the Add Media window. I'm going to click on Select Files. Now I'm going to go to my desktop because I know it's in my random folder. So it's in Random Temp Downloads. And this starts with the word woman. Woman doing cartwheels right there. All right, so I double click on it. It's uploading it to our media library. Once it has completed the upload, you'll see a little thumbnail of the image. The first thing you need to do is copy the name of the file. This is the reason why you gave it a description instead of just ABC image, okay? And we're going to paste it into the field called alternate text. That is where we need to post the description of the image in order for search engines to recognize what the picture is, and for people with visual disabilities to recognize what the picture is without seeing it. Okay? Now in the title area, we have to put whatever we want the cursor, if you hovered your cursor over the image and you wanted it to say something, that's what you put there. Woman doing cartwheels. And in this case, I don't need to change it. I'm going to leave it the same. All right. But if that image was, for example, a link to go to click to somewhere else, I would put the link that I want it to go to in this field, and I would put the tip, the screen tip. So click here to go to learn more about MS and exercise. Okay, maybe I would type something like that in there. But the image is not intended to take you anywhere else. So therefore, that's good enough. So now I'm going to insert that into the post. Whoops, before I press that button, I am going to make my image right aligned. So it's going to float over to the right, and the text will be on the left. So I'm going to insert into post, and now you can see that there's an image in there. All right, and I think I'm going to throw in another image with this paragraph. I'm coming back over here to Google Images. Whoops. Previous one. There we go. And I'm just going to type in the word overheated. Overheated. Okay, so how about, since the image at the top is a woman doing exercise, let's do a woman overheated. Alright, so there's a woman overheated right now. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is click on the image to see if this is a copyrighted image. Well, you know what? It is a copyrighted image and somebody else is using it illegally. I'll tell you how I know that. Let me go back to see if this is a copyrighted image. Alright, when I hover over the image here, it shows me the website it's coming from, Coolabanda. Coolabanda, that's the website that is currently hosting this image that I'm looking at. But you see the file name of the image. It says iStock. iStock is a website where you purchase the use of a photograph. So they have likely downloaded the picture from iStock and used it either illegally, or it is possible that they have purchased it from iStock, but they didn't change the file name. Okay? I always change the file name so that that file name is a reflection of what is in the picture. So because I know this is originally an iStock photo, I'm not going to use it. All right? So let's see what other options here we have. So maybe this one is the answer. Oh, but it's way too tiny. You see how small it is? Okay, so we're going to go woman overheated, perspiring. Perspiring. There we go. And I'm not even sure I spelled that right. But, okay, here we go. There's an overheated woman. Let's see if this one is. Okay. There's no photographer's name on it. And it is just hosted on a website that looks like selling natural health food products. So they don't sell pictures for a living. So that tells me that this is probably not a copyrighted image. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to save image as, and it's gone to my random temp downloads. I'm going to say a woman patting down her face, sweating from the heat. Okay, good enough. Alright, covers off. So, and I could have said Asian woman, but it doesn't matter. Just try to be as descriptive as you can. Alright, so here I've already got my cursor dropped at what should I do if I get overheated. So I'm going to click on my media, add media, click on select files, and then I'm going back down to woman looking in fridge, there, patting her face down, sweating. There we go. Alright, and again, once it's fully uploaded, now I can copy the title into the alternate text line, and this one I'll make it left aligned, and I want it to be, I don't want it to be the full size because it's really big. So it's defaulting to medium, and that'll work for me. So I'm going to insert into post. And let's have a look. View post, and let's go have a look. And there we go. Yep. All right, so now I have an image. This one, you see how it is aligned over on the right, and my text is wrapping around it. And this image is aligned on the left, and my text is wrapping around it.